Do you know how Darius the Great managed to save the largest and most powerful empire of his time from collapse and firmly established its dominance? At the end of Season 1, we saw the legendary founder of the Achaemenid Empire, Cyrus the Great, pass away after a glorious reign, leaving his son Cambyses in charge. But Cambyses' mysterious death in Egypt plunged the newly formed empire into chaos and crisis. If you haven't watched the previous episodes yet, I highly recommend checking out Season 1 first for a better understanding of these events. I've conveniently included links to those videos in the description below. Hi, welcome to Happy Voyager and to the second season of our exciting documentary series on the Achaemenid Empire. Your support through likes, comments, and subscribing is the biggest motivation to keep bringing you these fascinating historical journeys. Now let's explore how Darius I altered the course of history, precisely at the moment when the Achaemenid Empire stood on the edge of collapse. After the mysterious death of Cambyses in Egypt, the newly established Achaemenid Empire plunged into confusion and instability. Amid this power vacuum, a man named Governmental, a member of the Magian priestly class, suddenly appeared and claimed to be Bardiya, the second son of Cyrus the Great and Cambyses' long-lost brother. The people, weary from heavy taxes and political pressure, quickly rallied around this so-called returned king. With promises of tax reductions and debt forgiveness, Governmental gained the favor of many citizens and provincial governors. But behind this seemingly benevolent figure lay a bitter truth. Governmental was no royal prince. He was a deceitful impostor, aiming to steal the throne through lies and manipulation. Darius, a young noble from the Achaemenid family serving in the court, discovered the truth and decided it was time to act. He gathered 6 noblemen loyal to the house of Cyrus and devised a bold and risky plan to infiltrate Governmental's residence and eliminate him. On a tense night, the group stormed the fortress and assassinated the false king. Yet the mission didn't end there. Darius understood that an empire couldn't be unified by the sword alone. With exceptional political skill and powerful oratory, he won the support of the nobles, the military, and eventually the people. He portrayed himself not as a killer, but as the savior of the realm. This calculated move not only secured the crown on his head, but also earned him widespread trust and loyalty. From the very beginning, Darius proved he was more than a warrior. He was a strategic thinker, a capable leader, and a man ready to rebuild the empire from the ground up. Upon ascending to power, Darius faced a formidable challenge: how to govern a vast empire filled with diverse peoples in a unified and efficient way. Before him, Cyrus the Great had laid the foundation of the satrapy system, but it was Darius who transformed that early structure into a precise, organized, and accountable model of governance. Darius standardized the administrative divisions of the empire and made sure each satrapy had clearly defined responsibilities, from collecting taxes and maintaining security to upholding justice. To prevent corruption and the over-concentration of power, he established a strict oversight system. Special inspectors, known as the King's Eyes and Ears, constantly monitored the satraps and reported directly to the Great King. In the economic realm, Darius brought about a revolution. For the first time in Iranian history, he implemented a structured tax system. Each satrapy was assigned a specific tax obligation based on its economic capacity. This brought both fairness to the provinces and financial stability to the central government. Additionally, Darius introduced a standardized currency called the Daric, a coin made of pure gold that quickly gained widespread circulation across the empire. This monetary reform simplified trade and elevated Persia's status as a major commercial power in the ancient world. Darius also expanded the administrative apparatus, unified local laws, and established a coherent and reliable system of justice throughout the empire. These sweeping reforms laid the foundation for a powerful and modern government that endured long after his reign. But Darius understood that an empire could not function on laws and central management alone. He needed a way to connect distant provinces with the heart of the empire, its capital. And so, he launched an ambitious project, the construction of a great royal road and the creation of an organized postal network. One of Darius's most brilliant accomplishments was the creation of a vast network of roads and communications that connected the heart of the empire to its farthest reaches. At the center of this network stood his engineering and administrative masterpiece, the Royal Road. This massive route stretched from Sardis in Western Asia Minor all the way to Susa in southwestern Persia, covering more than 2,500 kilometers. It crossed plains, mountains, rivers, and deserts, serving not only as a military corridor, but also as a vital artery for commerce, administration, and information exchange throughout the empire. But the Royal Road would have been incomplete without a fast and efficient postal system. Darius established a series of postal relay stations at regular intervals along the road. At each station, fresh horses and trained couriers stood ready to carry royal decrees and messages at unmatched speed. Each courier would travel a single leg of the route before handing the message off to the next rider, allowing royal orders to reach even the farthest corners of the empire in just a few days. Greek historians were in awe of this system. One even wrote, "Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor darkness of night can stop these couriers from their swift completion of their appointed rounds." It became a lasting symbol of Achaemenid discipline, organization, and logistical brilliance. The Royal Road and its postal network didn't just enhance governmental control, they fostered cultural, economic, and social cohesion across the empire. Through these innovations, Darius laid down the true foundation of a unified imperial identity. Now that the empire was firmly organized from within and its arteries of communication secured, Darius turned his sights outward. In this episode, we saw how Darius I, after overcoming a turbulent succession crisis and eliminating the false Bardiya, implemented a series of brilliant reforms to rebuild the Achaemenid Empire from within. He established an administrative and economic system that would serve as a model for future governments for generations to come. By reorganizing the satrapies, creating a central oversight system, introducing a precise tax structure, and minting the gold Daric coin, Darius not only solidified the foundations of imperial power, but also earned the trust of both the people and the nobility. His masterpiece, the Royal Road and the postal system, demonstrated that Darius was not just a commanding ruler, but a visionary administrator who understood that a great empire survives through fast and reliable communication. These reforms ushered in an unprecedented era of stability, prosperity, and strength for the Achaemenids. But this was only the beginning. Darius was not content with internal reform alone. In the next episode, we'll dive into one of the most thrilling chapters of his reign, the great military campaigns of Darius, from conquests in the east, in the lands of India, to tense encounters with rising powers in the west, in Europe. So if you're curious to learn how Darius expanded Persian influence far beyond its original borders and what dramatic events unfolded in his major battles, be sure not to miss the next episode. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support is the fuel that keeps this journey going. Until the next episode, farewell.